Be me. Watched a bunch of videos about voice training yesterday and want to prank someone with a girl voice. I'm at work. I decide this is a good time to do it. Huge mistake. Somebody is in the drive-thru. I realize it sounds unconvincing, but once I speak, I have no choice but to keep it going. Hello, this is McDonald's. Can I take your order? I hear a smug laugh in a deep voice. He says, I'd like something sweet. For some reason, I blush and get a slight shove when he says that. I respond, trying to keep up the girl voice. I just sound like a weird femboy. Well, we have a lot of sweet things. Do you have one in mind? You? WTF? How is he doing this? .jpg. You can decide. I want to hear what you think is something I'd like. I am in full panic mode. I feel like you would enjoy a strawberry banana smoothie. I'll get 2 strawberry banana smoothies then. There's a long pause before I shyly break the silence. Anything else? No, sweetie. You have a good day. Bro, thank God that interaction was over. Or so I thought. I cringed so hard at my voice. When I met him through the window, I'll pretend that was a different person and use my regular voice. When we see each other, I try my hardest to appear like I'm look at him. But mentally, I avoid him. I look at something behind him and say the price. He hands me the money and I hand him the smoothies. He says, I know your lunch break is soon. I'll be waiting for you outside. I'm taken aback. Why would you be waiting for me? He reveals his power level. You were the cute voice I heard in the drive-thru. Even though you try to hide it, I can recognize it in the way you speak. You're a boy modder. Women like you find it hard to resist me. I'm confused. I had no idea what a boy modder was, and had to look it up before I typed this post. This all felt so weird. I thought to myself, I'm not a woman or a boy modder, but curiosity gets the better of me, and since lunch break was only a few minutes away, I spent it in the van with him. The smoothies are in the cup holder, and he offers me one. He puts some music on and I drink mine, and notice he doesn't drink his. I ask him why he's just watching me. Because you're so cute when you blush, and I see your bulge sticking out of your tight jeans. In the moment, I'm forced to recognize him. Everything about him communicates strong and gentle in a way that gives me an arousal I've never had before. He unbuttons his shirt and I notice the windows are tinted. Before I get a chance to take in his muscles and abs, he's lifting my shirt as well. He takes it off for me and tells me to take the rest off. I shyly and eagerly do it, and before I can even take in the realization that I'm naked in some random guy's van, he opens a smoothie and spills it on my body. I'm confused until he starts licking it off me. Things go on from there, and it would be a lot to type, but basically I lost my virginity to him and can't stop thinking about it. But I'm not gay. In voice call with e-girl in a Discord server. Everyone left, it's just us. I ask her to add me on Steam. No. Huh? Why? I just wanted to add you. She goes quiet for a second. Beg. What? If you really want me to add you, then beg me for it. Immediate boner. Guys, I think there's something wrong with me. Be me, cybersecurity analyst, make 6-figure salary. Tell ladies I make a 6-figure salary. They ask for my name and phone number. I'm too smart to give out my personal information. Cashier accidentally said love you at the checkout. See you virgins later. I must hang with my own Chadley kind now. Mommy said I'm cute. Later, losers. Look up school bully on social media. Has a trad family. Nice car and promising career. What the F? Corny films lied to me. Be me. Order pizza for the 4th time this month. Delivery guy arrives. Looking kinda tired. Hand over the cash for the pizza. He gives me the I've seen things, man. Look. You know I've delivered to you like 10 times and you've never tipped me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll make it up next time. He squints at me suspiciously. My face when I realize I've been saying next time for the past 2 years. Be me. Work at gym. Greeting people and cleaning. Easiest money I've ever made. Notice people wearing the same 4 brands of clothes. In the same colors, every day, consistently. Idea.mpeg. I begin greeting people differently every time they come in. The typical is, hi, how are ya? Or some shit. Switch with, enjoying the weather? Any plans this weekend? Etc, etc. If they actually follow what I say, not only are they lucid, but I build rapport with them. If they don't, I know not to interact. I have a million stories, but most go as follows. NPC enters. Hi, sir, ma'am. Enjoying your holiday? NPC. Good. How are you? My face went. I have some good bizarre ones, though. I am not schizo. You will never own a real train. Be me. Anon. Have a sister. Let's call her Sally. Never thought much of her. Just your average teenage girl. Everything changes one day. Here are some rumors from the neighborhood kids. Apparently, Sally's been hanging out with some older guys. My face when I realize my sister might be a hoe. Decide to do some investigating. Stalk her online, see her post some questionable selfies. Low-key cringe, but I can't look away. Find out she's doing the whole thirst trap thing. Every like, every comment, I can feel my soul cringe. One day, I come home early from school. Find her in her room, talking to some sketchy dude on FaceTime. He's older than my dad. My face when she giggles in that flirty way. I cough to get her attention. She hangs up and shoots me a death stare. Suddenly, I'm the bad guy for caring about my sister. She starts yelling about how I shouldn't judge her life choices. Oh.jpg. Try to talk to her about self-respect or whatever, but it just fuels her rebellion. She storms out of the house, slams the door. Next few weeks are a mix of awkward meals and dodging questions from relatives. Every family gathering is a ticking time bomb. Everyone secretly knows, but no one wants to bring it up. Finally, one day, she brings Mr. Sketchy home for dinner. Everyone's there, just praying he doesn't say something dumb. He starts talking about his business. Everyone's silence is deafening. They all know she's got that I date losers vibe. Realize I've entered the twilight zone. Time for ultimate Big Brother mode. Plan to have a heart-to-heart with her. Sit her down, try the caring brother thing. Sally, you need to know. She interrupts with, "It's my life, I can do what I want." Guess I can't change her. My face when I realize I might just have to accept it. Life goes on. Still keep an eye on her though. Never know when she'll bring another weirdo home. That feeling when she'll probably become a meme someday. Awkward family dinner.jpg. Friday night, nothing to do. Decide to drive around, put on my best suit, style my hair nice. Go to the McDonald's drive-thru, hold my phone up to my ear. A second before the lady asks for my order, I pretend to have a conversation with my imaginary wife on my cell phone. Place an order large enough for a nuclear family so as to not blow my cover. As I wait for the food at the next window, I talk to my imaginary wife on the phone about my day. The lady comes with the food as I'm telling my imaginary son that I love him and I'll be home soon with nuggets. Love you too, slugger. Daddy'll be home soon. Take food, buy beer, get pissed drunk by myself and eat half the food I bought, wasting the rest. Be me. American, 2009. Pulling up to good old Mickey D's for the double quarter pounder. See young homeless man out front. Get extra burger, pull around and talk to him and give him burger. He starts telling his life story and I cut him off and say, "Don't care, I've got a job, you can work." He accepts, and he works hard every day. Might be a little gay and flirt it up with the other guys, but that's fine. 15 years later, he's a manager for our construction company. Funny thing is, I was the homeless guy. Just wanted to tell my old boss thanks for getting me that burger and job. Have a good autumn, Anons. It can get better. Might be a little gay and flirt it up with the other guys, but that's fine. I was the homeless guy. Run pirated game. Printer starts making noise. Full black page. Both sides. Have two dogs. Ask them, "Who's your good dog?" Never tell them who. It's them. Be me. Blacksmith. Making pizza rolls in the oven. Pull the pizza rolls out the oven. Instinctively hit them with my hammer. Pizza rolls go frickin' everywhere. My face when, "Why am I like this, /B?" Be me. Normal dad living a chill life. One day, daughter comes to me looking nervous. Like she's about to confess something huge. "Dad, I need to tell you something." Oh no.jpg. I got a job. Good for her, right? I'm a cam girl. Wait, what? Brain.exe has stopped working. My daughter is a cam girl? My face when I realize this isn't some prank. She's 20, an adult, it's her life, but still can't shake the mental image of her on a webcam. Ask her if she's okay, is she being safe? She reassures me that it's all fine, she loves it, making bank. My daughter is an entrepreneur, kinda proud but also kinda mortified, actually more shocked than anything else. Tries to change the subject. "So dad, how's work?" You know, just the usual. How's your job? Every day I see my daughter is working, but I can't bring myself to watch. Every time I hear that jingle from her notifications, oh god, is that my little girl? Quickly put on the headphones, life goes on. Fast forward a couple of months, she invites me over for dinner. What am I even going to talk about? Try my best to avoid the cam girl topic. Me, so, what's new? Her, just started a new series. Me, what series? Her, you know, like, series where I do things on cam. Oh no, here we go again.jpg. Deep breaths, stay calm. That's great, honey. Now I'm sweating bullets. Eventually I bring up the topic of her financials. She's saving up for a car, paying for college. My face when I realize she's really got it all figured out. Good job. I'm proud of you. Last week I accidentally click on her stream. Immediately close it like I just stumbled into a minefield. Thank God she was offline. My face when my daughter is a cam girl. Still can't believe it. Be me. Have one friend who tries his best to be normie. He gym maxes and attempts to learn social skills. He fails miserably, but enough to land him a land whale girlfriend. He stops hanging out with me and our small friend group. I'm too busy to play vidgen card games. I'm so mature, I'm a man now. Regularly talks down to me and our friends because of how cool he is. She is severely obese, redneck, not that smart, trashy family, etc. Only coochie he has ever had, so he treats her like a goddess. He is an engineer who makes $150,000 a year. She is a part-time waitress who makes like $20,000 a year. He promises the world to her, buys her a new computer and cell phone, co-signs for her to get a new car, and makes her car payments. Takes her on lavish vacations, but he eventually gets chlamydia. Turns out his girlfriend was effing Saudi Chadrabian on the side. Saudi Chadrabian gave her the STD, got passed to my buddy. She confesses to having been cheating on him with various men the whole time. She used his money to buy a second phone so that she could swipe Tinder suspicion-free. Let this be a lesson to you in the way it has been to me. Meet shy, unconfident woman. We end up together. Being in a relationship makes her feel more confident. She starts to achieve more in life because of it. She breaks up with me because she is now so confident she believes she deserves much better than me. Every single fricking time. Finally save up enough to put down payment on a house. My face when seeing the interest rates and how much you pay over the course of the loan. Nani? On a $300,000 house, you are laying over $320,000 in interest. Literally, how the frick is this shit even real? You buy the bank 2 houses. Be me. A nod. Decide to channel my inner weeb. Remember that one anime where the MC approaches a bunch of girls, thinking this will be my moment, my anime arc. It's a sunny day, feeling optimistic. Approach 10 different girls, one at a time. First girl looks like a classic tsundere. Hey, do you want to get some coffee? She laughs in my face and walks away. Oh.jpg. Second girl, dressed like she's straight out of a shoujo manga. Hi there, do you like anime? She bounces off with her friends yelling ew as they pass. Great start.png. Third girl looks like a wholesome girl next door. Go for the old, do you believe in love at first sight line? Not with you, she says, rolling her eyes. The dagger to my heart. Fourth girl in a cute outfit. I muster all my courage. Ask her if she wants to join my D&D group. I'd rather stick a fork in my eye. Thanks. My face when she actually looks like she means it. 5th to 10th girls follow suit, all with varying degrees of rejection. One even tells me, get a job. Another one tells me, can I have directions? To where? To get away from you. My face when I thought I finally succeeded, but in reality she just destroyed me. That feeling when I realize I'm somehow getting worse at this. Head home, feeling like a complete loser. No harem, no sweet slice of life ending, just me, my weeb culture, and massive amounts of rejection. Guess it's back to watching anime where I can at least pretend I'm cool. Can't even get a single waifu. Why, life? Why? Be Hispanic. Move into a predominantly Caucasian town. Find a job at some random Chili's as a waiter. 10 out of 10 pale AF goth girl cutie walks in. Supposedly a regular here. She's shy AF. Cater her with a bit more zealous and gentleness than I normally do with other patrons. She finishes her meal and asks me for the check. I come back and she's not even there anymore. She just left the money with exact change. Lamau, WTF. And also left on the coaster what I assume was a $20 tip. Look at the bill and notice some writing on it. It's a frickin' Discord username. Guess people don't do phone numbers anymore? Message her at night after my shift ends. We immediately hit it off and talk about our favorite interests, games, hobbies, etc. We start dating not too long after. White bros, what the frick are you doing? These introverted cuties have to literally go outside their comfort zone just to find any attention. All you have to do is act like a gentleman and you're slacking off the opportunity. Be completely over a girl that stopped talking to me. Have a dream about her. Immediately down bad again. Why am I like... Also, if you're the girl from Finland that likes black metal, please message me. I won't be mad. I pinky promise. Start a new job that seems like it'll be nice and pay well. You're gonna be worked like a dog. We got your ass on the hook with a contract if you finish the training. So don't think about just leaving afterward. You're basically a slave, so get used to it. You heard of the carrot and the stick? Well, you gotta earn the carrot. Stop going the next day. WTF, why didn't you come in? Refuse to elaborate and look for other work, even at a direct loss. I wish I was exaggerating, but that's all verbatim. Granted, it was separated by other sentences, but they said all that in the span of a couple minutes, all while being incredibly unwelcoming, and the head guy loudly voiced his displeasure for still being at the job he's at after being hours late to the orientation he was supposed to kick off. Why do women meet this girl at rave? Ask her if she has boyfriend. She says yes. Mommy raised me right, so I just say, haha, nice to meet you anyway. Her friends ask me to join them. I say sure, like 2 hours in. Her friends say they gotta go. Gives me their numbers and tells me to take care of her and leaves us. She starts grinding on me and I just back off because she told me she has boyfriend. She tries to kiss me, but I just push her away. She grabs this random guy near us and starts making out. WTF.jpg. Find out later from her friends that she lied to me about having a boyfriend. I actually don't understand what I should have done. Run shit test. Send everyone I know a message. Hey, how's it been going? Anyone who left me on red for longer than 48 hours got blocked. I have no contacts left now. What do I do now? I didn't prepare for this. I thought it would get slimmed down to maybe 2 or 3 people, but not 0. I didn't plan for 0. Be me. 8 years old. It's Christmas Eve and I'm excited and preparing to stay up late to see Santa Claus. Sometime around midnight, I hear jingle bells and rush out of bed to get a glimpse of Santa. While Santa is placing my gifts by the tree, the window next to him shatters as a dark figure rushes into the house with a sledgehammer and slams it into Santa's head. He literally caves Santa's head in so hard his eyeballs pop out. Hearing all the commotion, my dad rushes down from his bedroom, grabs a knife and starts wrestling the man. During the scuffle, my dad somehow disembowels the guy and I watch as my dad finally puts him down while his intestines fall out. A few days later, my dad sits me down and tells me that the attacker was some local meth head who went on a drug-induced rampage and that Santa was really my grandpa who had visited us earlier in the day. My face when I find out Santa Claus isn't real. Be me. Virgin. Want some F. Hear about clown hookers. WTF. Cheap. Only $60 an hour. F it. Why not? Schedule a meetup. We meet. She blows up a condom like a balloon animal. It's a cute little condom puppy. We start having sex. I squeeze her boobs. They honk. What? I squeeze again. Honk. I'm giggling. She's giggling. Fun 6. Her titties honked. Why her titties honk? Why? Download a $60 game 100 times. Company loses $6,000. Buy a PC in 2014. Don't upgrade anything. 2020, still as good as it was. Can play most games on medium settings. Gamers on Discord servers go ballistic when I tell them, it still works. Constantly trying to prove to me that I should upgrade it cause my PC is obsolete. It still works though, I say. They get angry. Why are normies such consumers? Even worse, why do they try to convince people that still use old electronics to upgrade them when they're still useful? Brush teeth twice a day, from brushing once a month. Cold shower daily, used to shower once a month, if that. Day 5 of nofap. Keeping room tidy, almost got kicked out because of how dirty I kept it. Eating well. Job interview in an hour 30. I'm crawling out, boys. No matter how I do it, my stew never tastes as good as my mother's. What was the secret ingredient? MSG? Love. Be me at 19 years old. Cleaning historical church building. Not sure what religion. Has an old classroom down a set of dark stairs. Go into classroom to start cleaning. It has doors on either side leading up to both sets of stairs. The light is burned out in the classroom, so I'm using a big flashlight to see. Flashlight goes out. Doors on either side slam at the same time. I'm terrified and run for the door. It's locked. I ram it with my shoulder and the lock pops. Run up the stairs. Run out of the church. Someone's in my truck. I can't see who it is though. Rip the door open. No one's in there. Drive as fast as I can to get home. Open dorm room. Roommate is there. I hug him. He tells me I forgot my meds. Gives me some pills. Wake up. He's laying over me naked. His balls are in my mouth. Remember to take your pills. On a date. She just came back from vacation and injured herself there. Absolutely nasty 3rd-degree burn on her finger. Are you okay? That looks bad. Yeah, Anon, went to an urgent care and the doctor told me to let the wound breathe. Okay, seems fine. At the drive-in theater watching a movie in my car. Out of nowhere, her finger starts spraying blood. Like a mother effing jet stream of blood that won't stop. She's freaking out. Grab the finger instinctively to put pressure to stop the bleeding. She screams in pain, and now I'm freaked out too. Tell her to hold the finger so I can take her to the ER. I'm driving her to the ER. She calms down and we have a nice conversation on the way. That was quite the experience. Hopefully it goes better on Friday. The Brazilian electric shower. Costs $10. Very energy efficient. Doesn't need a boiler. washes hundreds of millions of Brazilians every single day with minimal casualties. Firsties will cry about my exposed wires, but won't admit they have a literal gas bomb in their home constantly poisoning their family. Enjoy your expensive showers, boileroids. Electric chads win again. Be me, chillin' in bed, dreaming about winning the lottery. Suddenly wake up to a weird noise. Open my eyes and there's my wife. She's standing over me with a kitchen knife. My face when I realized the sound was her sharpening it. Thought we were just binging Netflix, not playing a real-life horror movie. Heart pounding like a drum. I'm like, babe, what's up? She gives me that psycho stare. Decide to play it cool. Try to talk her down. We could just get takeout instead, right? Still holding the knife, she's all like, you think that'll stop me? Breathe.exe has stopped working. Make a desperate move. Grab the blanket and throw it over her. Now she's flailing around like a bird in a net. Classic distraction move. Works every time. Scamper out of bed like I'm in a horror movie. Head to the kitchen for some defensive Tupperware. Come back armed with a lid, ready to defend my honor. She's still tangled in the blanket, looking like a bad burrito. My face when I realize I've turned my bedroom into a WWE ring. Okay, let's talk this out. She's like, why are you such a coward? I'm literally 2 seconds away from becoming a safety tutorial. Eventually we calm down. Turns out she was just mad about some dishes I didn't do. You know, it's bad when doing the dishes turns into a potential murder. Now I make a point to clean up every night. My face when I realize it might just be safer to sleep on the couch from now on. Women. In Bible camp, girl in a wheelchair who is actually freaking hot AF is sitting in her chair next to the sports field. Go up to her and ask if she's okay. She says yeah, but obviously she's a bit bored being unable to play. I get a tennis ball and we throw it back and forth. Later, she texts me from the lodgings, girls and boys in separate areas, asking if I want to meet at sunset. Meet the chick. She's folded her chair and is sitting on a blanket so she doesn't seem broken. 2 hours later, we're kissing. I tear her clothes off and undress, and F her. It's really hard to control her legs while I'm on my knees thrusting, as they are flopping about in my one free hand. Camp leaders come close. I say, fuck, run, and run away. I later realize she was disabled and lying there naked when the Bible leaders came around. Modern man exists for 200,000 years. 99% of that is humans being cavemen. Then suddenly we go from being cavemen to exploring the solar system in the last 1% of time. How? Walk into a bar alone hoping to make friends. Everyone appears to be in their own groups. Drink alone in a corner for 20 minutes then leave. Bark, 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 and so on. Shut the heck up, I'm trying to sleep! Called an Uber. Driver was a woman. She drove me home. Technically went home with a girl. Looks like we can't be friends anymore. See you later, virgins. Gabe is 61, likely to die before he hits 75. The second he dies, a power vacuum appears not within just Valve and Steam, but all of PC gaming. Assume worst case scenario. New Valve CEO takes on the normal profit-first motivations. Either sells to Microsoft or makes Steam worse in some way. First thing to go would be Proton, then the settings that allow you to log into the library page instead of the store. Then the ability to turn off the second window of ads that pop up each time you open Steam. Suddenly, you have to use Windows to play PC games. Steam sales slowly get worse over the course of a year until they're just not worth it anymore. Steam starts changing the way they make profit from their store in ways that harm indie devs. This is an actual fear I have. Can someone tell me if I'm being a dumbass? Or is PC gaming really being held up by one old fat guy? Be me. Wife thinks I'm cheating. She's been acting all suspicious, giving me the side eye. That feeling when I'm just hanging with the boys. Decide to go watch the game and grab some wings. Call up the crew. Let's roll. Wife texts me like 50 times. Where are you? Tell her I'm at the bar with friends. She goes full FBI mode. I don't believe you. Send me a pic. That feeling when I send her a group pic of the boys. We're holding our wings like trophies. Who's that girl in the background? My face when it's just a waitress. She thinks I'm cheating with the waitress thought. Try to explain, but she's already spiraling. She shows up at the bar, sees me laughing with the boys, holding a wing. Wife storms over, eyes blazing. She's like, who's this? While pointing at me. Everyone's looking. Just laugh awkwardly. That's my wing, babe. Cue crickets. Wife just looks confused. She storms out after throwing my phone and a wing at me. My boys are dying. My face when I'm just trying to enjoy wings and football. Next day she's still mad. At least the wings were good. I would never cheat on her though. Just a normal night with the boys. That feeling when wingman takes on a whole new meaning. Be me 10 years ago. 15-year-old with a big sister. She's constantly being a mean chick to me. She's dating this guy who is pretty cool. One day I walk in on her making out with some other dude. She freaks out and begs me not to tell her boyfriend. Sorry sis, you should have thought about that before you cheated. Call him and tell him everything. He's devastated but also kind of relieved because he knew something was off. Fast forward a few days, he comes to our house to confront her, opens her room, walks in to find her with another guy. He leaves without saying a word. She starts crying and locks herself in her room for days. This is what I do to my enemies. Be me. Can't sleep, so make a gas station run at 2 in the mañana. Technically it's a day off, so I've got time. Grab a Diet Pepsi and a bag of some slop chips that were yummers. Take my car out back behind the gas station where it's dark and sit on the hood looking at the sky. It's in this moment that I get a random sense of enlightenment and feel like life is worth living. I sit there for 30 to 45 minutes before leaving, but I felt as if my life was changed. It's the little things in life that keep you going. Have a great week, Anons. Went on a date today. Met this cute girl on a dating app, coffee.exe. Pretty excited for it. This is my first date ever. She asks what my hobbies are. I say anime and I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. Her demeanor instantly changes. Goes from talkative to one-word responses and texting on her phone. Says she has to leave about 15 minutes of one-word responses. Why did I say this? Can I not be happy? I'd change my hobbies instantly for this girl. This is the only thing that I said that could have caused her to do this. I hate myself, Anons. Be me. 19. Watch the news. See story about dentist who ended his wife. Later, mom asks me if I watched the news. Tell her I did. Asks me if I saw the story about the dentist who ended his wife. Tell her I did. Asks me, what do you think happened? Excuse me? Respond with, I think he ended his wife. Asks me, what do you think he should have done? Respond with, I think he shouldn't have ended her. She responds with, yeah. Later she comes into my room and tells me, it's good to watch the news so that you can have an opinion on the news. Am I autistic? Is she autistic? Is this normal human conversation? I think I hate talking now. Be me. Scrolling through /B one night. Suddenly see a thread titled, Anon's mother is a hoe. Intrigued, I click. OP starts telling a story. His mom always bringing home random guys, not even trying to hide it. One time she brought home a dude named Chad, like actual Chad. Guy looked like he stepped out of a frat party. Sweatpants, tank top, and a confidence that would make even the most established Giga Chad jealous. OP says he's just trying to binge watch his favorite anime. Can hear the moans through the walls. My face when I realize I can't concentrate on the plot. Decide to make popcorn and read along. Not even mad, just impressed. OP goes on about how his mom had low standards. Brings home everyone from delivery guys to the dude who fixes the cable. That feeling when you realize he's been calling her mom but the entire neighborhood knows her as that lady. Thread blows up with another Anons sharing similar stories. One guy says his mom's nickname in high school was the human vacuum. WTF.jpg. OP says he tried to confront her once. Mom, can you at least keep it down? She just laughs, tells him to get used to it. My face when I realize his mom is basically a walking meme. Thread feels like a support group for embarrassed sons. They bond over their shared trauma. At least he gets to see some wild stuff. That feeling I realize I might actually be jealous. Just kidding. I might be weird but not that weird. Anons share dumb advice like, just join in. We all know that's some next level cringe. Continue browsing, thinking about how some Anons have it that bad. Eventually fall asleep. Best night ever. Never look at my mom the same way again. I respect her way more now, cause she ain't like that. Thank you, Mom. Thanks 4Chan, you weirdly therapeutic addiction. Be me. Live in rural England. Everyone is religious. Parents are Catholic. Be atheist. Parents try to convince me to be more religious. Refuse to go to church. Dad rants about how I've gone crazy and I need to start believing and signs me up for a Bible camp in the summer. Was meant to be going to a lifeguard camp. I love swimming and I'm training to be a professional lifeguard. Really freaking pissed. Fast forward to summer. Get to camp. Called something like Camp Love Jesus or some shit. Oh, whoa, what's this? Furry. See beach. Maybe camp won't be so bad. At mess hall. Given options for activities. Lifeguard practice is one. Frick.exe. Put it on every day. First day of activities. Camp leader starts talking about how if we are free from sin then we won't have to fear drowning. What.mpv? Tells us to pair up. Camp leader tells us to do trust falls in the water. Ask when we will be swimming. Leader says that we don't need to swim to be good at lifeguarding. Frickin' pissed again. Gives me a crucifix so that I won't be so scared of the water. Still frickin' pissed. Starts calling me holy diver. Sneak out of cabin in the middle of the night to go swim. Camp leaders are all in the mess hall and nowhere near the beach. Already wearing swim shorts. Start to swim out into the sea. Cold AF. Go out further. Decide to swim down to test my breath. About 5 meters down when chest starts to hurt. Try to swim back up. Realize I have hypothermia. About a foot from the surface when a hand reaches down and pulls me up. It's the camp leader. Yells at me for going out swimming so late and nearly ending myself, and yells at himself for not paying attention. Holy diver. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Be me. Half-tarded normie older sister. Dresses like a frickin' cheap chick and dating someone new every week. Never seen her do anything other than look at TikTok, scroll, post on Insta, and watch YouTube. Only talks about friends and relationship drama. Complete ditz and clueless. There's a local trivia competition and mom wants to go as a family. Say no cause sounds boring and I avoid my sister. Mom tells me to stop being a little baby and that it'll be fun. Fine. Mom, dad and I play for 20 minutes while sister just stares at her phone the entire time. Host announces they're doing a blitz event with a cash prize for the winner and asks for 5 volunteers. Sister's eyes light up. Volunteers herself. Huh? .mp4. First question, how tall is LeBron James? 6'9". Don't watch sports and I know that too. Second question, in Greek mythology, who is famously known for being condemned to hold up the heavens? Atlas the Titan. Oh, I didn't know that. Kinda surprised. Third, what did Einstein win a Nobel? Sister rings the bell and answers the photoelectric effect before he finishes the question or answer choices are shown. She gets bonus points for explaining what it was. What the frick.png. Proceeds to get a majority of the next questions correct, including ones with obscure history about the Assyrians, African and European geography, random celebrity info, company logos, animals, human anatomy, and knowing the periodic table by heart. Wins $50. Mom is treating her like the messiah on the ride back home while dad asks why she gets C's and D's if she's so smart. Entire image of my sister is freaking shattered. Genuinely unable to process that this chick is intellectually curious. Do some research and create a 30-question multiple-choice test using questions from WAIS IQ tests, logic puzzles, and random trivia. Ask her to take it. Says no and tells me to F off. Say I'll pay her $20 if she gets at least a 90%. Blazes through it in 15 minutes and gets a 29 out of 30. Look through her browsing history one day when she leaves her laptop open. Article after article about all sorts of topics. Physics and astronomy vids, anatomy vids, philosophy ebooks, degenerate anime, Cards Against Humanity, hardcore vampire erotica, leet code, random Twitter memes, Tumblr, frickin' cartel videos. Why the fuck does she act like the average brain-dead white girl? Is she trying to fit in? Does she think it's funny? Is she frickin' undercover or some shit? She's also a communications major when she should be a frickin' engineer or something. Be me. Ain't on trying to level up my looks. Decide to go full look maxing mode. Think I can transform into Chad. Start researching skincare routines. Buy all the expensive products. Spend hours every night slathering my face with potions. Look like a glazed donut, but it's okay, sacrifice for beauty, right? Next step, gym time. Get a gym membership. Immediately realize I have no idea what I'm doing. Spend first week just watching swole guys lift. Start with the machines. Get stuck on the leg press. Imagine being the guy who has to help me out. Kinda cringe, but whatever. I'll just push through. Bulking season, right? Quickly realize I'm just eating pizza and calling it gains. My face when I'm just getting fat instead of muscle. Decide to clean up my diet. Live off kale and chicken for a week. Lose 2 pounds. Skin looks even worse without carbs. Decide I need a new haircut. Find an edgy style that looks cool on Instagram. But I have the wrong face for it. Look like a confused emo kid that just lost a fight. But it's okay, I've got my confidence up. Start hitting bars, think I'm ready to meet girls. Awkwardly approach one. Hey, I've been working on my look. She looks at me like I've just announced I'm a flat earther and like pineapple on pizza. Back off slowly, feel the shame wash over me. Start questioning my entire life. My face when everything I tried to improve myself has made me worse. Look at mirror. Realize I now resemble a sad potato. Decide to embrace the potato life. At least potatoes have a purpose. That feeling when I'm literally just trying to max out my looks and end it in a downward spiral. Maybe the secret was just being myself all along. Back to the drawing board. Gonna check out potato look maxing threads next. At least I can be the best potato. Life is suffering, but I'll be a soft, fluffy one. Be me. Buy Casio F91W watch. Only $10. Such a steal. Wear it everywhere. People ask, is that a Rolex? Nah bro, it's a Casio F91W. They look disappointed. Little do they know, it's the real flex. Accidentally drop it. Still works. Try to scratch the screen. Impossible. It's like a little tank on my wrist. Even have a stopwatch. So fancy. Forget to take it off in the shower. No problem. Water resistant AF. Never taken this bad boy off. Casio F91W gang for life. Been seeing a girl for a few months, never gotten fast food together. Always gotta sit down restaurants. Go to McDonald's, order, go back to her place, start eating. She notices I'm eating my fries first rather than my burger first. Tells me I'm not the man she thought I was. Asks me to leave. Am I really that abnormal, or she was just looking for an excuse to stop seeing me? Be me. While walking through my college campus, I find a wallet on the ground. Has a 20-year-old girl's ID in it and like $200 cash. Raised right so I don't pocket it, but I hold on to it for a little bit so some other scumbag doesn't find and steal it. When I get back to my apartment later in the day, I look up the name on the ID and find the girl's Instagram account. I request a follow and send her a message saying, "Hey, did you lose something earlier today?" Like 3 minutes later, she calls me an incel and blocks me. "F you, chick, I'm keeping your money now." You hear a knock at the door. It's the pizza guy. You pay him but don't tip. You wait for him to hand you the boxes, but instead he gives you this look, wags his fingers and says, "No tipi, no pizza." What do? Be me. 18 years old, just chilling in my room. Mom's friend comes over for coffee. She's kinda attractive. Definitely younger than my mom. Awkward small talk ensues. "How's school going, Anon?" My face when I realize she's really into the convo. Every time I try to excuse myself, she keeps asking questions. "You're such a mature young man. You should come visit me more often." Blushing intensifies. My brain.exe has stopped working. Mom leaves the room. Now it's just us. She's leaning over, giving me the look. Feel like I'm in a rom-com, but not in a good way. Try to play it cool, but my legs feel like jelly. She asks if I need help with my homework. She has some interesting methods of teaching. Start sweating bullets. My face when I realize she wants to help me in ways I didn't sign up for. Try to escape to bathroom. Say I need to pee. Lock myself in, contemplating my life choices. Hear her knock on the door. "Anon's been in there a long time. You okay?" Thinking, "I'm fine, just having a crisis." Finally muster the courage to leave. Walk out. She's casually sipping coffee like nothing happened. Fuck my life. My face when I just wanted a normal day without mommy issues. Be me. A fat, 195 pounds nerdy girl. Have a crush on my Chad friend and I went to his house to ask him out. No one opens, so I see through the window. Find him balls deep inside my femboy friend. Get blackout drunk and design an entire airplane. Be me. Lost in Italy. Don't worry, all roads lead to Rome. So sure, I'll end up there if I continue walking down this path. End up in Bucharest. WTF, Romania? Women think they have it tough, but they don't know the frustration of peeing, and then as soon as you're done and you put your D in your boxers, more pee comes out. Be me. Girl is smoking. She weeds. Smoke before sexual. Pencil and sharpener. Police arrive. Pretend to speak Russian. Seka blyat. Cops don't shoot me. Girl dies in jail. I did the deed. My face when my when the male face when my. Be me, 26. Met this girl, Cherry, a few months ago. She's a bit off, but in a fun, quirky way. She talks about her voices like they're her squad, but I'm not sure if she's joking or not. We hang out a lot, and she starts telling me more about her otherworldly adventures. She says the voices are always giving her advice, like personal life coaches. She tells me the voices told me I should quit my job and start a llama farm. I laugh, thinking she's kidding, but she's dead serious. She tells me she hasn't started yet, but she's planning to. Sometimes she'll stop mid-sentence and wave her hand, like she's swatting away invisible flies. She says, "The voices are just telling me to chill. It's fine." One day we go to a coffee shop, and she starts talking to a chair. No one's sitting in it, but she's just having a full-on conversation with it. Tells me later that Gary, the chair, is a very important figure in her life. "Gary told me not to trust the waiter," she says, looking around suspiciously. Me? You're talking to a chair now? Are you sure you're okay? Her? Don't question Gary. He's a genius. He's been to the moon. At this point, I'm not even sure if I should be worried or just laugh. She continues telling me about the secret society that's been following her around. Apparently, it's a group of squirrels, and they're watching her every move. She says they're planning to reveal the truth of the universe at the next full moon. That feeling when I'm not sure if she's actually crazy or I'm just in the middle of the weirdest performance art I've ever seen. She makes me go to the park with her to watch squirrels in action. She brings a notebook, furiously taking notes while whispering to herself. Every time a squirrel looks at her, she freaks out and tells me, they know. I'm dying of laughter, trying not to act concerned. But I'm also low-key impressed with her commitment to this whole thing. Next week, she invites me to a squirrel meeting. She's set up with the local park squirrels. She's got little snacks ready for them and everything. We sit there for an hour, waiting for squirrels to show up, but none do. She tells me they're probably just in disguise. That feeling when I'm pretty sure I'm getting played, but I can't tell if I'm the one being pranked or if she's genuinely convinced. Either way, it's the weirdest, most fun friendship I've ever had. Life with Cherry is a constant adventure, and I'm just along for the ride. That feeling when I can't decide if she's a genius or a total nutjob. I went to one party ever, 10th grade, predominantly senior party. Me and one other bro are there. Never had an alcohol before. Don't know my limit. End up drinking the entire barrel of beer. Don't remember anything. Wake up at my house. Check phone. 22 missed calls. 74 new messages. Some mess about, dude, check your Facebook, lel. Get on Facebook. Picture of me with my hand inside of a girl's butt. What.jpg? Delete Facebook. Be me yesterday. Wake up over half an hour late for work. Oh frick.jpg. Get to work ASAP. Plan on saying I was late because I kept throwing up. Get to work. Nobody asks why I was late. Nobody says shit to me at all. Just start working like nothing happened and nobody gives a shit. My face went, I'm not complaining, but it's weird, right? Get overnight job at Home Depot. Most nights I'm not even doing work because all the work is already done by previous workers. Just walk around the store while reading, watching stuff on my phone for 8 hours. I'm really getting paid $17 an hour for this shit. God bless America. Paid $5,000 for a trip to Japan. Go to a metro. No one has 6 on it. You guys lied. It comes out that I am a virgin at work. Everyone automatically assumes I'm thirsty AF and will F any woman who comes my way. They try to help me by trying to get me late at parties or trying to set up dates with people they know. This goes on for a few months, even though I tell them I don't care about being a virgin, reject everyone's help every time, and even tell stories of the women I have rejected in the past. Now everyone thinks I'm gay. Everyone tries to help me out of the closet. I am not gay. Women suddenly become super friendly. I tell them I am not gay, but they don't believe me. This goes on for a few months. They eventually realize I am not gay. Now everyone thinks I'm a virgin because I'm afraid of intimacy, too shy. One woman deliberately touches me in inappropriate ways at work, trying to get me out of my shell or get a reaction. When does it end? Why is the concept of a man willingly never having sex so confusing to them? Why do they care so much? I feel like an alien being examined. What random conclusion are they going to make up next? At 8 years old, my dad gets caught cheating on mom with another dude. He leaves and is never heard from since. At 19, I told my mom I was gay and she kicked me out because of what dad did. Found a sugar daddy to live with. He's super kinky and introduces me to some wild stuff. 2 years later, he died from a heart attack and I have to take care of his possessions and such. Written will says most of it is supposed to go to his living son. Asked lawyer about it because I didn't know he had a son. Yeah, some kid from my hometown. My fucking face when I did the most disgustingly insane 6 acts with my biological father. Thanks for the house, Dad. Be me, waiting in line to check out at my university's convenience store. Cute Chinese girl in front of me goes to pay cash. Is told she can't pay with cash and she doesn't have a card. I pay for her. It was like $3. She looks at me like she's about to cry, trying to give me cash, saying, "Thank you." I tell her it's okay. She says, "But you don't even know me." I say, "Okay, then I'll get to know you. What is your phone number?" She gives me her phone number. We met up tonight and I played piano for her and she fell in love with me. She hugged me goodbye and now we're going to watch a movie together tomorrow. Can I cuddle her when we watch the movie and can I kiss her? Do I have to wait before marriage until we have sex or anything? Last year I was straight 17-year-old boy. Got a new game for Switch. Lets me pick gender at start. Female looks pretty cute. I choose her. I play the game happily. One guy in the game is really sweet. Frick, he is super attractive. Polite, tragic backstory, completely unhinged. Finish the game. Last cutscene, he confesses his love for me. I keep giggling. I am straight. I am a man. I keep telling myself. Been binging anime games ever since. I was frickin' ruined by a small choice in one game. Can I sue someone? Friends forced me to go to a party. Got drunk and actually made out with a girl for the first time. I didn't even put any effort into talking with her. WTF. I'm legit spamming parties until I'm no longer a virgin. Ain't on losing his virginity any %. Girl asks me out. Go out once. Tells me it's not going to work. Apparently my touch makes her uncomfortable. Gives her anxiety. Now she thinks she's a romantic. How do I make my touch less repulsive? I know my hands are constantly clammy, but there must be a way to not give the ick. OP is so comically repulsive, he made a woman lose all interest in men. Have you considered not being such a monstrous abomination? 19. Never had a friend. Never been in a relationship. Never kissed a girl. Never had sex. Can't drive. Never had a real job. It's too late for me. I can't fix myself. You're 19. Your life has just begun. And you're already giving up. Have you tried not being a pathetic chick? If not, I hear it helps. Be me. Anon. A regular dude. Just living life. Got a sister. Let's call her Sis. Growing up, Sis and I were inseparable. Always had each other's backs, no matter what. Fast forward to now, Sis is in college. She's struggling with classes, feels overwhelmed. My face when I realize I need to step up my game. Decide to become her #1 supporter. Start helping her study, like a personal tutor but without the pay. Make fun flashcards. Help her with essays. Buy her favorite snacks to keep her motivated. You're gonna crush it, Sis, I say, trying to be a hype man. She gets a C on her midterm. Feels defeated. I know she's got potential. I won't let her give up. Throw a mini celebration for the C. Look at you, that's a baseline. Now let's build on it. She laughs, even if she's still bummed. Still proud of her for trying. Days turn into weeks. Sis starts improving. She's more confident, contributing more in class, notices a cute guy in her course. Guess who plays matchmaker? Slip a note in her backpack. You should totally ask him to study together. She blushes like a tomato, but takes my advice. Months pass, Sis aces her finals. Cue the proud big bro moment. She calls me up screaming, can't believe she did it. I'm like, I told you so, bro. Next thing I know, she's inviting me to her college graduation. Turn up, decked out in best brother shirt. She walks across that stage, beaming. Best day ever. We hug it out. Sis tells me she wouldn't have done it without me. Feels good, man. JPEG. Just a regular dude, but being her support meant everything. At the end of the day, family first. Always. Love you, Sis. Was on a date with a girl, third ever date in my life. I decided to just be honest and not lie. Topic came to friends and I flat out said I only had 3 online friends, none IRL. She spends literally 10 minutes trying to debate me on how impossible that is. She calls me a liar. Tell her why would I lie about being a loser. She tells me to open my phone and show messages. I do. Looks visibly upset. Anon, you're 24. How do you have 0 friends? Shrug and say I'm just a bit of a loser. She looks visibly distressed and asks if I'm depressed. Try to change topic. Date ends not long after. That was a week ago. No texts back. Kick. Normies can't really fathom a true loser. It's insane. Be me. Average Anon. Girls like me. Just trying to get through life. Meet this goth girl at a local coffee shop. She's got the whole look down. Black lipstick, fishnets, and a really intense vibe. Decide to go out with her because why not? Life's too short. First date is cool. She takes me to a haunted house for some real-life horror experience. She's laughing maniacally while I'm just nervously trying to hold her hand. She starts talking about how she wants to summon the spirits after we finish the tour. My face when I realize she's serious. Fast forward to the second date. She invites me to her place for a movie night, expecting some spooky films, maybe a classic horror flick. She pulls out a DVD of a black and white film about existential dread. Can't even remember the name, but it feels like it lasts 3 hours. Halfway through, she leans over and whispers about how the film reflects her inner turmoil. Not what I signed up for. After the movie, she starts showing me her art. It's just a bunch of paintings with dark themes and splashes of red. One looks like a girl drowning, with a caption that reads, I sink, you float. Okay then. She spends the next hour explaining the deep meaning behind each piece. Can't remember anything she said, just nodding along like a good guy. On our third date, she suggests we go to a cemetery for a midnight picnic. Kind of awkward, but it's her thing, so whatever. Bring snacks, but she's like, no, we feast on the souls of the departed. I laugh, thinking it's a joke. She stares at me with this smirk and says, you think I'm kidding? Decide this is probably better than meeting her parents. Everything is chill until she starts asking me about my views on death. Oh boy, here we go. She gets really intense, talking about how death is just a new beginning. My face when I just wanted to eat chips and watch the stars. Try to change the subject by asking about her favorite music. Big mistake. She launches into a 30-minute rant about how mainstream music is for the weak. Spends the entire time convincing me to listen to some underground band that sounds like a cat being tortured. Day goes on, and she starts talking about how she wants to connect on a spiritual level. Thinks she's about to suggest some deep meditation. Nope, she pulls out a Ouija board. Let's talk to my ancestors. At this point, I'm ready to just disconnect my phone and pretend I have to work or something. Final date comes around. She takes me to a pagan festival. This is where I draw the line. There's chanting and people in robes, and I'm just trying to blend in. She's out there dancing like no one's watching. I just stand there awkwardly, holding a vegan hot dog. I'm not even vegan. She comes over all excited like we're about to summon a demon or something. Finally have a talk. Tell her I need some space, like maybe a galaxy worth. She takes it surprisingly well, but I can see the sparkle in her eyes dimming. She whispers, "The spirits will know." Kinda freaked out, but I just wave goodbye and walk away casually. Never look back, still hearing that haunting laughter in my dreams. That feeling when I realize dating a goth girl is not for the faint of heart. At least I can say I've had a supernatural dating experience. Never doing that again though. Be me, chilling at home, scrolling through my phone. Get a message from my buddy. "Dude, you gotta check this out." He sends me a link. My face when it's an OnlyFans link. Click it thinking it's some random meme or something. Immediately realize it's my mom's profile. That feeling when I can't unsee this. Friend is spamming me with "LOL, your mom's a MILF." Internal screaming intensifies. Try to play it cool, but panic mode activated. Text him back, "Stop it, dude, that's my mom." He thinks it's a joke. He's laughing his butt off. Decide to confront my mom about it. Heart pounding like I'm about to defuse a bomb. Walk into the living room. Mom is on the couch. "So, heard you've been busy." She looks up confused. "What do you mean?" Show her the link. "Oh, that." She actually looks proud and worried at the same time. "I'm just trying to make some extra income, honey." My face when I realize my mom is an entrepreneur. Can't escape this reality. Friends still texting me memes about it. My life is ruined. Every family gathering is now a minefield. Can never look my mom in the eye again. That feeling when the awkward family dinner just became a roast session. But I guess she's making bank. Hopefully. My roommate sleeps with so many women and I can't frickin' stand it. 5 foot 6 inches max. Kinda fat. Directionless. Goalless. Talentless. F to the weird lesbian looking girl who works at the bar we go to. F's multiple Tinder dates a month, anywhere between 2 and 6 a month. Occasionally brings home girls from said bar from earlier. Will ask me if I want to go hang out, and bring home a woman almost every time I say no. Last night, brought home a literal attorney that's in her mid-40s or so from his job. What the actual F? Am I tarded? Are we tarded? How does he do it? Be me. Was kinda popular in high school. Our friend group had an orbiter, and we all stuck around after graduation. Now in college, orbiter has gotten closer with some members of the friend group, I guess. He gets on my nerves because he can't just find his own group. Last week he texts me, "Hey man, do you wanna grab lunch together? I'm buying." Think he's just trying to suck up to me. Say sure, but blow him off. He texts me again a couple days later. "We can just grab a beer if you want. I just want to catch up." Why won't this guy take the hint? Just leave him on red. Fast forward like 2 weeks. Find out from my friends that he asked each of us individually if we wanted to grab dinner. Everybody else said yes. Find out he got a big inheritance and gave each of them around $1,000. His best friend, he bought a new phone and gave him $4,000 for tuition. Guys, I effed up bad. $1,000 would unironically change my life right now. Be me. Bully some random weird girl back in high school. Laugh about it with the boys. Graduate, go to college, meet new people, get degree, get job, meet new people, start building career. Eventually forget all the people I went to high school with, except for the 5 bros I still hang out with. One day, some random chick messages me on Facebook. Oh shit, it's the girl I bullied 10 years ago. Oh shit, I've been living rent-free in her head for the last decade. Heart starts beating. Mind starts racing. Is she going to hit me with a lawsuit? Am I effed? Is it over? No, turns out she just spent the last 10 years flicking her bean to the thought of me pulling her hair, insulting her, and hitting her for shits and giggles. That's weird AF, but whatever. If she's down to F, that's all good. Sun Tzu once said that if your enemy loots a sack of gold from your city, you should send an envoy to their king with a gift of 2 more sacks of gold. Be me. Chad tier dude. Always getting the girls. See cute girl at party. Super into her. It's her party. Make my move. Confident as hell. She straight up laughs in my face. My face when I just got rejected by a 7 out of 10. Feel like my ego just got shattered. But wait, what's this? Spot her mom across the room. 45 years old, but damn, she's rocking that MILF vibe. Decide to shoot my shot. Approach last minute. "Hey there, Mao. I just wanted to say you look stunning tonight." She flashes me a smile. "Thank you. It's nice to get compliments from a handsome young man." Oh yeah, got the charm. Start chatting her up. Girl is watching. Starts getting jealous. Realize I'm about to pull a power move. Ask her to dance. She says yes. Bitchy daughter fuming in the background. Dance floor ensues. The chemistry is electric. Girl tries to come over. Looks like she wants to claw my eyes out. Mom, stop! He's way too young for you. Mom looks at her, then back at me. Oops, guess I'm staying with the real catch tonight. Girl is super mad. Kinda explodes and runs away. My face when I just chatted her mom and owned her own daughter. Come away with a number and a story to tell. Feels good, man.jpg. Be me. Out and about. See a very cute girl trying to work one of those rentable scooters you see everywhere downtown. She's clearly very confused about how to work it. I walk up to her and say, "Hey, need some help?" Her confused expression instantly turns into a death glare that she shoots at me. "No thanks," she says. Off-putting, but I say, "Oh, I just thought I could." She loudly yells, "I said no thanks," and starts dragging the scooter away. Bro, I just don't understand what I'm supposed to do. How the F are you supposed to talk to women? Be me. Decide to try my hand at stand-up comedy. Spend weeks crafting my jokes and rehearsing my routine. Finally, the night of the big show arrives. Heart racing. I take the stage to thunderous applause. I launch into my first joke, but it falls flat. Awkward silence fills the room. I soldier on to my next joke. Even worse than the first one. Crickets chirp in the background as I sweat through my shirt. Start to panic and lose my train of thought. Stumble over my words and forget my punchlines. The audience is now openly laughing at me, not with me. Can feel the humiliation washing over me like a tidal wave. Try to salvage the situation by making a self-deprecating joke. Just elicits more laughter at my expense. Slink off stage, defeated and broken. Afterwards, somebody tells me my act was great. My face when people thought I was pretending to be nervous. Your IQ and your favorite song. I'll start. 106. The Rolling Stones Painted Black. Your 106. Me 118. Just the two of us. Be me 3 days ago. Very tired from work. Sleeping. Wake up around 10. All lights close. My body feels numb. Can't move. Starts groaning. Suddenly, a very painful feeling comes from both of my hands. Starts screaming because I can't move my hands. Finally manage to flail my hands. Hit something. Purposely hit it again and again. Something grown back and starts moving away. Open eyes. Room lights is off. See a tinge of white skin and eye reflection in the edge of my vision. Stop screaming. Run outside. See human-like bite marks on both my hands. Next day. Can't sleep because too spooked. Still end up sleeping. Wake up around 1 a.m. Same shit again. Body is numb. My hands still hurt. This time my lights are on. Wasn't afraid to open my eyes. Can only open it slightly. Body is still numb. For some reason I kick my foot. Hit something. See dog near my feet growling. I don't own a dog. Dog walks backwards to the small window on the upper part of my wall like Spider-Man. Go back to sleep. Next day, same shit again. Lights are off this time. Got myself a dim light lamp. Wake up 3 a.m. My body is numb again. Frick. Ready myself for the spooks. Open eyes again. Same shit. Too numb to fully open. Scan the room, then I hear it. Oink oink. It's a pig, alright. That's a frickin' pig next to me. Sitting on my bed. Finally managed to broke off the numbness on my arms. Push pig off my bed. Pig starts oinking scared and run away. Could hear its feet scratching the floor. Still can't fully open my eyes for some reason. Pig returns, then oink on my face. I couldn't see it, but I hear the pig run away and went inside one of my cabinets or drawers. Few minutes later, could finally get up from my bed. Turn on lights. Look at the drawers. Suddenly I feel anxious when I look at the largest one. Starts thinking if I should open it. It might be a door to my hell or wonderland. Nah, F it. Go to sleep. Be me. 29, married for 2 years. Thought I hit the jackpot when I met Emma. Smart, funny, always laughing at my jokes. She was everything I wanted in a partner. Not supermodel tier looks, but cute in her own way. That feeling when I was more into her personality than anything else. Propose after 3 years of dating. She says yes. Wedding was perfect. Honeymoon even better. Fast forward to now, realize I don't even know who I married. She's constantly criticizing me. Why don't you work out more? Do you really need to eat that? That feeling when I've gained 10 pounds since we got married. But it's not just that. She's rude to waitstaff, rolls her eyes at cashiers. That feeling when the woman I thought was sweet has zero patience for anyone. Tries to control every aspect of my life. Wants to pick my clothes, tell me what to say to my friends, even guilt trips me into skipping my mom's birthday. Her. Do you really love me if you'd rather spend time with her than me? Start noticing other things too. She never apologizes for anything. She always makes me feel like I'm the problem. We have arguments, but she twists my words to make it my fault. That feeling when I feel like I'm walking on eggshells in my own home. She starts talking about having kids. That feeling when the idea of raising a family with her makes me feel sick. Decide to confront her about her behavior. Her. You knew who I was when you married me. Stop trying to change me. But I didn't. I married the version of her she wanted me to see. Now I'm stuck. Friends ask how married life is. Oh, it's great, couldn't be happier. That feeling when I'm lying through my teeth. Start avoiding her. Stay at work late. Make excuses. Look at my wedding day photos one day. That feeling when all I can think is, who even is this person? Meet autistic girl. She's just like me, oh my god. Really into sci-fi. Okay. Go on date. She keeps talking about internet stuff. Touch on anime. She suddenly asks, what is a husbando? And if it's like a male waifu. Yeah. Says her first husbando was General Grievous and how super cool he was. Conversation derails. Reveals to me she has a robot fetish and wishes she could change her body to be taller and stronger and prettier. What do I do now? That was super awkward and I have no way to respond. Don't have to pay rent. Don't have to pay for food. Get to sleep all day. Random strangers like to pay you. Nobody thinks you're ugly. I wish I was a cat. How do you get that backwards B? It's called D. Bought some cheap shirt for $3 at Walmart. Take it home and try it on. Go to the mirror to see if it looks good. Fits decently. Turn slightly to check it out and smile at myself in the mirror. Flashback to when my mom would buy me clothes as a kid, put them on me, and I'd turn so she can see if they fit. Then she'd smile at me, suddenly hit with massive feels. Grew up pretty poor. Mom and dad worked a lot just to afford very basic luxuries for me. I was always happy. I always had a smile on my face. I never went wanting. Mid-20s now and moved to another state for work. Haven't seen my beautiful mother in a long time. Her birthday is coming up. Gonna get her a card and a gift card to a clothing store. Never take anyone you have in your life for granted, Anons. Thank you for the story, Anon. This made me reminisce about days long gone. Finish watching a motivational movie. Decide to turn my life around. Realize that any kind of change takes hard work and patience. Go back to browsing image boards. Be me. 22 years old, still live with my mom. She's like 40 but totally acts like an e-girl. Pink hair, oversized hoodies, lots of makeup. Spends more time on TikTok than I do. Every time I walk into the living room, I see her recording herself. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Cringe level over 9,000. Tries to teach me how to pose. Just do a cute little peace sign and lick your lips, Anon. That feeling when my mom's more fashionable than I am. She gets invited to parties by her Zoomer friends. Sometimes I hear her giggling at memes in the middle of the night. She's like a walking TikTok ad or something. One day she asks me if I want to join her Twitch stream. It'll be fun, we can do makeup tutorials and play games. Nope.jpg. She promises to buy me a new video game if I agree. Okay fine, .wmv. We set up the stream. Chat goes wild with comments like mommy and simp. Stomach sinks. Imagine my friends watching this. My face when she starts using slang I've taught her. Calls the chat my little pog champs. The cringe is real. Fast forward a few weeks. She's hitting 100 followers. I'm low-key proud but also embarrassed. One day she asks me to make an account for her on another website. Her username, Queen of Life. Help me out please. Realize I can never show my face in public again. At this rate, I'll never escape my mom's internet fame. Just another day in the life of Anon with an imam. Be male. Be balding. Start looking for solutions because you don't want to lose your hair. Anon, shave. Embrace the baldness. Anon, you can't change nature, just shave it off. Medicine won't work, you are not confident. Men who clings on to their hair are pathetic. Life is a bitch, deal with it. Be another male. Start thinking you were born a different gender. Yes, Anon too, from now on you are Annette. Take those estrogen skittles, lady. Harry Potter is Labad. Why is male 1 told to accept their loss of hair whilst male 2 gets encouraged to undergo permanent body morph instead of sticking to cross-dressing like everyone else? Why does society hate on people that don't want to lose their hair but entirely sympathetic to people born in a wrong body? We should support both issues equally. Where are anti-balding research centers? Be me. In health class. Have to make a PowerPoint about why alcohol is bad. 12th grade, so no one cares. Presentation day comes along. No one has done any work. Teacher opens up class file. One project, titled Alcohol. Teacher walks out of room. My face went. Harassed his classmates and family as a daily routine. Only cared about himself. Didn't care about anyone else. Creepily obsessed with his girlfriend. She even pointed it out at the end of an episode. Always wanted attention. Straight up egocentric. Unlikable in general. At one point, ruined the life of the nicest person in the show in the span of 10 minutes. Never learned a lesson. Even at the end of the series. The frick was this guy's problem? It's called an anti-hero, you enterbot. Social anxiety is getting so bad when the girl addresses me in a POV corn video, I get heart palpitations and close it. Some of us were just not meant for this world, were we? Game has cows. Talk to her. Moo. Finally get over ex-girlfriend after a full year. Back to feeling normal. The loneliness I once felt seeps back in. This time it's weighed down by the fact I know about the joy of love. Okay, so now what do I do? 3 options, Anon. Get another girlfriend, become a peep on dating apps and in bars, get addicted to hard drugs to try and fill the void. One of these will work for sure. Be me. Average Anon. 30 years old, never had a girlfriend but not a virgin. Spend most of my time on the internet, gaming and eating junk. Decide to go outside for once, maybe touch grass or something. Find a local cafe that looks cozy. Walk in, feel like a complete weirdo. Order a coffee and sit in the corner like a seasoned beta. Suddenly, she walks in. Girl of my dreams, like straight out of an anime. Long hair, cute glasses, wearing a sweater with a cat on it. My hard.exe has stopped working. She orders a chai latte and sits at the table next to me. Try to act cool like I'm not mentally screaming inside. Accidentally knock over my coffee. Spill it all over my lap. Great. Just great. She notices, giggles softly. Need some help there? My face when she speaks to me. Stammer like a total idiot. Yeah, just testing the moisture levels of these chairs. She chuckles, sitting down next to me. Start chatting. Discover she's into the same games/animes I am. We bond over our mutual love for obscure indie games and meme culture. Time flies, hours feel like minutes. Leave the cafe with my heart full. She gives me her number. Fast forward a few weeks, we go on a couple of dates. It feels like a dream. She introduces me to her cats. My life is officially complete. Eventually, find out she's into wholesome memes. We start making them together, posting on Reddit. She says she's never met someone like me. Both of us laughing at our awkwardness, feeling like we belong. 2 nerds in love. How did I get so lucky? Fast forward again, life is now a rom-com. Years later, propose to her at our favorite gaming spot, surrounded by plushies. Of course I'll marry you, you dork. Now we're planning our wedding like 2 giddy kids. Never thought I'd find true love. We recently bought this weird lamp to celebrate our fate. I can't stop looking at it. Are these stories true, or are they just figments of Anon's imagination? You decide.